It's official. Logan's in the vision. We got to change the name. It's got to be the Paul and Paul connection. I can't keep being frustrated with Logan Paul because he's really good, but I don't know if he fits the vision or if he just fits Paul Heyman.
I'm happy that Logan Paul is with the vision.
Oh,
He'll get them the heat they need.
happy.
He adds that high flying ability that they don't have.
I don't care for it, bro. Logan Paul as a character does absolutely nothing to me. He's a talented athlete. He can do the high spots, but he's also one of the most overrated pro wrestlers in this industry because y'all grade him so low on a curve because he's a YouTuber. Okay, he's from the YouTube world. All right, he's from the Vine. He's from the TikTok world. He got a little podcast where he talks to his buddies and they drink Happy Dads together. All right, yeah, that's why y'all. It's that guy doing all this stuff, and that's why y'all act like he's amazing. The only thing that I can say that it brings value to is the fact that he has a sense of popularity, and you add that popularity, and that could potentially help Braun Breaker, help Bronson Reed. But to me, this is a hodgepodge team. Like this team thrown in with him, it does not fit, in my opinion. I would have, if you were going to add somebody else, you could add someone with more rapport, someone who kind of fits the mold a little bit. Like we hate him as a human being, and you could build off that. That's the heel heat. But it's not heel heat because he's an incredible heel. He's not MJF. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not doing any of that. But
the one man that maybe could have made it happen, Tony Khan, was asked about this on the Ariel Helwani show.
Tony said no, they didn't reach out. They didn't ask. And I guess that's kind of where we're at. It's a nothing burger in that standpoint. They also talked about, his contract situation. He confirmed that his contract is up after John Cena's last match in December. End of the day, man, the question is, should they have asked to use Edge? In virtue, potentially, right? If you want to talk about John Cena's legacy, you can't have it without the rated R superstar. But the thing is this, what would the answer have been? I 100% believe Tony Khan would say no. And if I was Tony Khan, I would 100% say no. The no avenue does he need to lend one of his talents to the WWE? It's the fact that he knows what the WWE's end game is trying to do. They mess with this guy all the time. They counter program him all the time. They do all these little sneaky stuff to try to harm AEW. Why in his mind would he give that same company who doesn't have any sense of respect to him, a professional wrestler under his contract, to them for the sake of, it's for John Cena? He don't owe John Cena nothing. He don't owe WWE nothing, so no.
Do we think the answer would have been yes? Like, come on. Are you serious? Why would he say yes to that? And what I find fascinating, Shad, just thinking in hindsight here, is the way Tony Khan came out of this by saying never say never and highlighting the fact that they didn't ask. It was so slick and genius for TK. Yeah. I didn't really expect actually that kind of game there. In like a weird way, he flipped the script to like, well, they didn't even ask and never say never. And to your point, we all know the answer likely was no.
Should WWE have asked to use Edge? I think they should have, because I wanted to see the pettiness that Tony Khan would have thrown out. Sure, I'll let Edge come over, but I want Roman Reigns to come on AEW, or I want John Cena to come on AEW. And he's going to make them say no. It's not a bad move for Tony Khan, right? I love it. If they had asked Tony Khan and he had done it that way, that would have been beautiful, because it would have shown that WWE is not trying to play ball.
Tony Khan knocked it out the park yesterday on the Ariel Helwani show. First and foremost, man, respect to him taking a bigger man approach, and respect to both of them taking a bigger man approach. Life is way too short to hold grudges and have issues with people. I think Ariel Helwani is a great interviewer. I think he asks a lot of the big questions that us, the fans, want to know about. And I think he did a great job answering it. I thought he was very transparent. But I also think with being transparent, he didn't say anything that comes out of pure emotion that makes him look bad, right? When you talk about a question in regards to the picture of former talents and it being a potentially big bird to AEW, or us saying like, yeah, we in a better place. He compared and contrasted, like, you know what? I respect all of those talent for what they did over here. And it reminded me of a moment when Mox and Cody took a picture together, right? Or talking about CM Punk, right? A big topic that has been a black cloud over AEW, and not opening up the wound, kind of just answering it directly, saying there was, issues between us that we didn't see eye to eye. The one thing I like about Tony Khan is, and regardless what anyone says about him, the passion, man. This guy sees AEW as his passion project, and this guy is genuinely excited to talk about anything but everything in regards to AEW. That goes with any of the talent that he likes. Talks about all of them with such admiration, talking about all the storylines, talking about the business with WBD and with TBS, and all the potential big stuff that they're going. He's just a big avid fan, and that was really good, man. And I think you see the maturation of him within talking to media compared to a few years ago to compare to now.
Ariel Helwani doesn't pull any punches. He's a true journalist when he does an interview. And even Donnie out here, Tony deserves credit for fixing his previous wrong. Yeah, I think he did even more than that. When it comes to his passion for pro wrestling bled through for the first interview I've heard in quite some time. Let's talk about Mercedes Mone. She wins her 13th title.
I may not be the biggest Mercedes Mone fan, but I will come out and I will say right here that I respect what she has done. She's winning all these belts, but she lost to Tony Storm. She never won the big one. Is Mercedes Mone going to get the big one, or are they going to hold the big one off till number 17? I really like Chris Statlander. I really do, but I'm excited to see how far they go with this. I want to see, this title run be amazing for her. I'm very critical of her because I love her to death, man. That match she had in NXT with Bayley, the 2 out of 3 falls for the NXT Women's Championship, even though it was a losing effort, like that will go down as one of the greatest women's championship matches on NXT. So, to her craft, she is great. My issues with Mercedes Mone is mine, and they have no relevance to her greatness.
The argument about she's not really doing anything for the indie talent, the belts, or whatever they may be. I think that House of Glory match is an example of what she has done, because she wrestled a very, very super talented young lady, Noor Phoenix Diana from Malaysia, the former APAC Women's Champion, 700 days as champion, the first ever hijabi Muslim women's wrestler, someone that I truly, like, no lie, I have the most admiration, respect for. And the fact that a lot of wrestlers in the community, Mustafa Ali, Shotzi Blackheart, a lot of other people on Twitter who were at the show and saw her, retweeting saying, yo, this girl is special. That's the type of stuff that, makes me feel nice, warm, and fuzzy inside, because it's dope to see, man. So salute to Mercedes.
In the words of the great Ben Allison, whatever, get out of here. Go home.